Have you ever wondered why vaccinations are so crucial to a child's health? Childhood is a time of rapid growth and development. It's a time when the foundations of our future health are laid down like the groundwork for a skyscraper. What happens during these formative years can have a profound impact on how we grow and develop into adulthood. This is why child health is so critically important. Imagine the body as a fortress. The stronger and more well-built it is, the more effectively it can ward off invaders. In our case, these invaders are diseases. When a child's health is robust, their body's fortress is sturdy and well-equipped to fend off these invaders. But when a child's health is compromised, their fortress might have weak points that make it easier for diseases to breach their defenses. Now, where do vaccinations come into play? Well, think of vaccinations as the blueprints that help the body build better defenses. They work by training the immune system, our body's natural defense mechanism, to recognize and fight off the invaders before they can cause harm. Vaccinations are like a rehearsal for the immune system. They introduce a harmless version of the disease into the body, just enough for the immune system to recognize it. This allows the immune system to practice, learn, and remember how to defeat this invader. Then, if the real disease ever tries to breach the fortress, the immune system is ready and prepared to fight it off. In short, vaccinations are a critical tool in maintaining child health. They help protect children from serious diseases, many of which can have long-term consequences or even be fatal. Vaccinations are not just about preventing illness today. They're about ensuring a healthier future, so the importance of child health cannot be overstated, and vaccinations play a key role in that. They help lay the foundation for a strong, healthy adulthood. In this video, we will dive deep into the science behind vaccinations and their role in child health. So, what exactly are vaccinations and how do they work? Well, let's dive right in. Vaccinations, also known as vaccines, are a crucial part of our health arsenal. They're a bit like a training course for the immune system. The science behind them involves introducing a weakened or dead form of a disease into our bodies. Now, this might sound a bit scary, but don't worry, these forms are not strong enough to cause the disease itself. They're simply there to help our immune systems get to know these potential invaders. Imagine your immune system as a vigilant security guard, always on the lookout for trouble. The vaccine comes along like a most wanted poster, showing the guard what the bad guys look like. With this information, the immune system can recognize these invaders if they ever try to cause trouble in the future. This process is called immunization. By exposing the body to a harmless version of the disease, the immune system learns to recognize and attack it. It's like a rehearsal for the real thing. And the best part, once the immune system knows how to defeat a disease, it can do so again and again. That's why we get immunity. Now, you might be wondering, what if the disease changes or mutates? Will the vaccine still work? Excellent question. Some diseases like the flu change frequently, which is why we need a new flu shot every year. But for many diseases, once you're vaccinated, you're protected for life. It's important to remember that vaccines don't just protect us as individuals. When enough people are vaccinated, we can achieve what's called herd immunity. This means even those who can't get vaccinated, like newborns or people with certain medical conditions, get some protection because the disease has nowhere to spread. So, to sum up, vaccines are like a boot camp for our immune systems. They introduce a harmless version of a disease so our bodies can learn to fight it off. Vaccines don't just protect us, they protect our communities. In essence, vaccines train your body to fight off invaders. Now that we understand the basics, let's delve into the science behind vaccines. At their core, vaccines are a way of teaching our bodies how to defend themselves. They do this by introducing a harmless version of the disease-causing germ, or a piece of it, into our system. This could be in the form of a dead or weakened germ, or even just a piece of the germ, like a protein. There are several types of vaccines, each designed to prompt your immune system in a slightly different way. Live attenuated vaccines, for instance, use a weakened form of the germ. These include vaccines for measles, mumps, and rubella. On the other hand, inactivated vaccines use a killed version of the germ. The polio vaccine is a good example of this type. Subunit, recombinant, and conjugate vaccines use specific pieces of the germ, like its protein, sugar, or part of its casing, to stimulate an immune response. Hepatitis B and HPV vaccines fall in this category. Lastly, there are toxoid vaccines that use a toxin made by the germ to build immunity. Tetanus and diphtheria vaccines are examples of this. No matter the type, Once the vaccine is introduced, our immune system goes into action. It recognizes the foreign invader and produces antibodies to fight it. These antibodies are like our body's soldiers, ready to combat the enemy. But here's the key part. After the battle is won, some of these soldiers stick around as memory cells. This means that if the real germ ever invades our body, our immune system is ready. It remembers the enemy and can quickly produce the right antibodies to fight it off. That's why we don't get sick, or if we do, the illness is much less severe. So, vaccines essentially provide a training course for our immune system. They prepare it for a potential attack by introducing a harmless version of the germ. This way, when the real deal comes along, our bodies are ready to fight it off. With this understanding, we can appreciate the vital role vaccines play in keeping us healthy. But how do vaccines contribute to child health, you may ask? Well, let's dive right into that. Vaccines play a crucial role in safeguarding children's health by providing a shield against many serious diseases. They work by training the immune system to recognize and combat harmful viruses or bacteria. When a child is vaccinated, their immune system produces antibodies, just as it would if they were exposed to the disease. If the child is ever exposed to the disease in the future, their immune system can fight it off much more effectively. Some vaccines, like the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine, protect against multiple diseases with just one shot. Others, like the influenza vaccine, need to be administered annually because the virus changes from year to year. Regardless of the type, vaccines are a powerful tool in preventing diseases that once claimed the lives of thousands of children every year. Now, vaccines don't just protect the individual child, they play a significant role in preventing outbreaks of diseases within communities. Here's how. When a large percentage of a community is vaccinated against a particular disease, it greatly reduces the chances of an outbreak. This is because there are fewer people who can contract and spread the disease. This protective effect of vaccines is known as herd immunity. Herd immunity is especially important for protecting those who cannot receive certain vaccines, such as infants, pregnant women, and individuals with weakened immune systems. When the majority of the population is vaccinated, these vulnerable individuals are less likely to be exposed to the disease. In a nutshell, vaccines not only shield children from severe illnesses, but also contribute to the overall health of communities. They help create a safer environment for everyone, especially for those who are most at risk. So, the next time you're scheduling a visit to the pediatrician for your child's vaccinations, remember you're not just protecting your child, you're contributing to a healthier community. Vaccines not only protect individual children, but also contribute to the health of the entire community. Despite the benefits, some parents have concerns about vaccines. It's more than understandable, as questions and doubts often arise when it comes to our children's health. Let's delve into some of these common concerns and misconceptions and try to shine a light on the facts. One of the most common concerns is about vaccine safety. It's important to understand that vaccines undergo rigorous testing and review before they're approved for use. They're continually monitored for safety, even after approval. Side effects do occur, but they're usually mild and temporary, like a sore arm or mild fever. Serious side effects are rare, and when they do happen, they're carefully investigated to ensure vaccines remain safe. Another worry is the number of vaccines given at once or within a short time frame. While it might seem overwhelming, the immune system is more than capable of handling it. In fact, it's exposed to thousands of foreign substances every day. The number of antigens in vaccines is just a tiny fraction of what the immune system routinely manages. One concern that often comes up is a perceived link between vaccines and autism. This is based on a study from the late 90s that has since been thoroughly debunked. Numerous studies involving millions of children around the world have found no link between vaccines and autism. It's crucial to understand that the original claim was based on flawed science and has caused unnecessary fear. Lastly, some worry that natural immunity, getting the disease and recovering, is better than vaccine-acquired immunity. While it's true that natural infection often leads to strong immunity, the risks far outweigh the benefits. Vaccines provide immunity without causing illness or complications, which is a safer choice. These are just a few of the common concerns about vaccines. It's always okay to ask questions and seek information. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it's the power to protect our children's health. In the face of misinformation and myths, let's arm ourselves with facts. With accurate information, we can confidently protect our children with vaccines. One may wonder, why are there so many shots in a child's vaccination schedule? It's a common question, and the answer lies in the intricate design of our immune system and the nature of the diseases we're defending against. The vaccination schedule is a carefully crafted timeline developed by health experts after extensive research. It's designed to provide the most effective protection for children, taking into consideration their developing immune systems and the specific timings when they are most vulnerable to certain diseases. You see, each vaccine in the schedule targets a specific disease, or sometimes multiple diseases. For instance, the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine, known as the MMR vaccine, protects against all three of these illnesses. Similarly, the DTaP vaccine shields against diphtheria, tetanus, and pertussis, commonly known as whooping cough. These diseases are not just random selections, they're illnesses that, in the past, have caused serious harm to children and in some cases can still be life-threatening. Vaccines have successfully reduced their spread, saving countless lives in the process. The schedule also considers the age at which the immune system can most effectively respond to a vaccine. For example, the hepatitis B vaccine is given shortly after birth, as the risk of chronic disease is highest if contracted at this young age. On the other hand, the HPV vaccine is given in early adolescence before potential exposure to the virus. The importance of following the vaccination schedule cannot be stressed enough. Delaying or skipping a vaccine leaves a child vulnerable during a critical period. It's not about giving as many shots as possible, but about providing timely protection against diseases that can have severe consequences. Remember, vaccines are a testament to human ingenuity, a shield we've crafted to protect our young ones from the invisible enemies that lurk around us. They are a crucial tool in our fight against infectious diseases. By adhering to the vaccination schedule, we ensure our children receive full protection at the right time. Vaccines have transformed our world, but what does the future hold? If history has taught us anything, it's that science never stands still. And when it comes to vaccines, the wheels of innovation are constantly turning. The future of vaccines is a landscape of promising possibilities, a brave new world where we don't just combat diseases, but outsmart them. Imagine a world where vaccines are tailored to your unique genetic makeup, providing a perfect fit for your immune system. This is not a flight of fancy, but a real possibility in the realm of personalized medicine. Researchers are already exploring the potential of creating custom vaccines that could offer superior protection against various diseases. And then there's the idea of therapeutic vaccines. Unlike traditional vaccines that prevent diseases, these are designed to treat them. Think of a world where a vaccine could help the body fight off cancer by training the immune system to recognize and destroy cancer cells. This isn't just a dream, it's a pursuit already in progress, with several therapeutic vaccines in various stages of clinical trials. Meanwhile, we're also seeing advancements in vaccine delivery methods. The traditional needle and syringe could one day be replaced by painless patches, nasal sprays, or even edible vaccines. These novel delivery systems could not only improve the vaccination experience, but also increase accessibility in remote areas of the world. Of course, the future of vaccines also hinges on improving the ones we already have. This means making them more effective, safer, and easier to store and transport. It's about refining and perfecting our arsenal in the ongoing battle against infectious diseases. But all these future developments hinge on continued research and investment. It's a race against time, against evolving diseases, and against complacency. We must remain vigilant, dedicated, and above all, hopeful. Science, as it always does, will keep pushing the boundaries. And vaccines, those tiny vials of hope, will continue to be at the forefront of this journey. With continued research and innovation, the future of vaccines is promising. In conclusion, vaccines play a fundamental role in child health. As we wrap up this exploration, let's take a moment to reflect on the key points we've discussed. We delved into the importance of child health, understanding that a healthy child is the cornerstone for a thriving future. Vaccines, as we discovered, are not just a medical intervention, but a shield that safeguards this future. We demystified the basics of vaccinations, unraveled the intricacies of the science behind them, and highlighted their crucial role in child health. Each vaccine is a powerhouse, designed with precision, to arm our children's immune systems against diseases that once claimed countless lives. We addressed common concerns about vaccines, putting to rest myths and misconceptions. Yes, like any medical intervention, vaccines can have side effects, but the benefits far outweigh the risks. The discomfort of a momentary prick is a small price to pay for a lifetime of immunity. We navigated the vaccination schedule, understanding it's not a random array of dates, but a carefully calculated timeline designed by experts to provide optimum protection at the right developmental stages. And finally, we looked to the future, a future where vaccines continue to evolve, offering even greater protection against diseases. New vaccines are being developed, existing ones are being improved, and strategies are being devised to reach every child, no matter where they live. But it's not just about individual protection. Vaccines play a pivotal role in community health as well. They create a protective barrier around those who can't be vaccinated, such as the very young, the elderly, or those with weakened immune systems. This is the essence of herd immunity, a collective shield against disease outbreaks. So let's continue to understand, trust, and embrace vaccines. Let's appreciate the science, the research, and the dedication that goes into every single dose. Because every vaccinated child is a step towards a healthier community, a healthier world. By understanding and embracing vaccines, we can ensure a healthier future for our children. Thanks for watching. Until next time, subscribe for more health and wellness tips.